I do think that they're a great educational platform. I think that they have some really good beauty advisors that kind of work with you and help you along the way. So I really genuinely do have a lot of positive thoughts on them, and I don't want to discourage anyone from trying FaceGenius just because, I didn't proceed forward with them. But, your opinion is obviously your own. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into another video. So today I kind of wanted to do a recap of something that I had tried out. It was a subscription service from FaceGenius. And I realized that I was like holding off on doing this video and holding off on doing it. And I thought, let me just finally do this video and talk about this with you guys. Now, for those of you who don't know FaceGenius, I think they're a company that's pretty new to the United States. It is a subscription service. What they offer you is a morning and nighttime plan at $50 a month, or a nighttime plan that's at $30 a month, but you have to pay 3 months in advance. So basically, if you're just doing the nighttime plan, you're paying $90 for the quarter. Now, what FaceGenius offers you is they would offer you that product selection: 1 cleanser, 1 serum, 1 moisturizer. That's supposed to last you for those 3 months. And as well, you get this device which you measure your skin's performance, or how well it absorbs the products. So you're supposed to measure your skin every single day, essentially. And I do think that the app and FaceGenius are very interesting. The app is on my phone right now, so I can't show it to you guys. But essentially, you click this on to the back of your phone, you press it against your skin, and it would measure the oiliness, the moisture level, pore size. It said that dark spots were coming soon, but it looks like it can probably measure dark spots to see, how that's coming along on your face. And then also fine lines, wrinkles, and all that sort of good stuff. And it gives you a grade, 1 out of 5. Based on where you're at compared to, I guess, your peer universe. I don't know, I didn't get much information on that, how they assess that grading scale. Is it kind of like standard for everyone? So they figured out, okay, if your skin's like this, it's in a 3 range, or if they're like, hey, based on everyone else, you're in a 3 range. I don't know. But I did end up canceling this service, so I only did it for the 90 days, and I wanted to talk to you guys about why that is. Now, before I go into my review, I want to say I do think that the company is awesome. If you're having any sort of transitional skincare needs and you want to find products that are going to work for you, that are specific for your skin, and you want to use products that you can buy versus having someone customize products for you, this is the way to go. You will learn quite a bit about your skin and about different products. But for me, as someone who I would say I'm a skincare enthusiast, it just ultimately didn't make a whole lot of sense for me. And that's because, mainly, spoiler alert, I only tried the nighttime plan, so I paid the $90 for the 3 months versus the $150 for morning and night. And morning and night, you would be getting the same exact 3 products, just doubles of each. So it's the same cleanser, just 2, the same serum, just 2, the same moisturizer, just 2. I did cancel because I felt like the service was a little bit expensive, and I found that doing the skin scan was getting a little cumbersome for me, and I'm someone who this would work out well for. Like, I'm a skincare enthusiast, so I would totally be doing this every single night. Now, I will say that once you get the hang of using this device, it does become easier and easier, but there is a steep learning curve here. One of the reasons that I thought, this program, the subscription service, where it could use maybe a little bit of work, and I thought, okay, maybe this isn't the right thing for me. You have to do this skin scan every day, or that's best. At least do it once a week if you can, just to see how the products are working for you. Your providers, I think, can see the photos. You can see your photos. It is hard for you to look at the photos and understand what you're looking at. They do give you a score of 1 to 5, but you don't really know what that means. You don't know if it's relative. You don't know if that's based on some standard. You don't know what those photos mean. But I do find that, one, as you're doing the scan every night, you have to perfectly align it on your forehead. You want to get the same spot over and over, but sometimes getting this thing to perfectly align, you're like moving it around, so you don't always get the same spot. Same thing with your cheek. They do show you, like in the app, before you do anything to scan your face, they'll show you a model of how she scans her face, like in what places you're supposed to put this device. But then when you go to scan, there's no option where you could like look at something to say, where should I put this? Like if you didn't know to memorize those photos at the beginning of this process, you kind of don't know. So you're like, do I put it here? Because it says put it on your cheek. Like, is that here, here, here? Like, where does this go exactly? So I was doing it here. And it's very difficult to align this perfectly on your face in this area. So you have to try it a few times before you get it right. So I always find that a little bit annoying. And I would do this like right after I got out of the shower because it says do it on a clean face. Well, then you're experiencing transepidermal water loss because it's taking you forever to like get this thing to work, and your skin's drying as you're doing this. So then your dryness score is increasing because, you know, you're like waiting for this thing to finally take its photo. Same thing with the eye area, you know, that's another tough one. So I was finding that this was a little bit annoying, and I was experiencing that transepidermal water loss. And the app itself, while it's good, they have this compare feature. You can compare what difference you would get from using their products. So let's say you had just a fresh face and then you put on their products a few hours later, how would your skin look? That is like on the third page of their app. Like you scroll, and then you finally find it. And it's not totally clear how to use it. So how you're supposed to do it is start off with a fresh face, then you put your products on and you wait this couple of hours, and then you do it again. It was written in a very confusing way where I thought, okay, I should be comparing how my face looks with my old products and then cleansing my skin and then doing it with the new ones. Like I was totally confused on what they were asking me to do. So hopefully they have fixed that. I have actually sent that feedback over to them, so fingers crossed that that does get fixed. And this is also kind of hard to clip and get on your phone and align with your phone. So there is some finesse, but like I said, these things like with aligning on your face, aligning with your phone, over time, the more you use this, the easier this ultimately becomes to do. So I do think that there will be a benefit as, you know, as you start to figure out how to use this. But overall, initially, that's what I think were kind of like my little drawbacks on this device. Now, the plan itself, like I said, it's expensive, but I do understand that you're getting this app and, you know, skin scan service. So with that, you know, maybe it is worth it for you, especially if you're going through some sort of a skin transitioning phase. You know, when you first sign up, your very first month, you're not getting the full 90 days to try out the product line. You're really getting, I found, 2 months and like a week and a half. They were pretty quick about sending this out, but what ends up happening is that you sign up for the service, then they take about 7 days to ship you this little guy. Then you use this guy as quickly as possible and do your skin scan and figure it out and get this thing to calibrate properly. Then once those results are sent off to the team, they take a few days to analyze those results, and then they pick some products for you and then they send them out to you, and so you get your products by the end of the month. Now I will say there was one additional product. It was a Gold Fan and MD product, which that was very nice. I did get a Corona Face for All AM and PM cleanser, which I do really like. I like it a lot, and it has a pump, so that makes that an excellent shower cleanser as well. So that was a really nice product that they sent me. But cleansers are items that are just kind of like low value items. You're putting this on your face for mere seconds and then washing it off. As long as a cleanser doesn't dry out your skin, or you get it for the purposes you need, like removing makeup or whatnot, I don't need to pay $90 to get a cleanser. You know, I can just go and get a CeraVe cleanser, or, you know, a Cetaphil, or any other cleanser that's out on the market. I don't need to like pay these prices for that. Now they also sent me a Gold Fan and MD product. It was the brightening product. It was basically for dark spots, and I thought that was very interesting, considering that dark spots were something that's coming up for them on what they were measuring, but they already, I guess, just have the technology. Maybe they haven't listed it out to the public, but they figured out that I got a lot of dark spots over there because this device does magnify under your skin. So it takes a surface level photo, then it goes underneath and it does like the 30 times zoom, and it really gets in under your skin and scans it. So that Gold Fountain MD product was for dark spots, and it's a really great product and I liked it a lot. But they sent me the half milliliter or the half fluid ounce product, which was tiny, and it did not last me the full 90 days. Or even like the rest of the time that I had, like even 60 plus days. They do tell you that you should use a very small amount of product, and they will send you a guide, and it actually says like you should use the tiniest amount of serum. I actually do like that guide, and I don't like that guide, and I'll tell you why. Number one, I do think that most of us use way too much product than we need, and some of that has to do with social media and marketing. Like I remember watching this one Glossier ad where the lady literally took 3 full pumps of that Glossier Milky Jelly to go wash her face, and I had a laugh. I've used the Milky Jelly product. I mean, literally I would need like half a pump to a pump of product to wash my face. Milky Jelly was not great at removing makeup, so I don't care how many pumps you use, it was not going to help you with that. Like, you know, advertising makes us feel like we need to use more product than we need, but also sometimes it depends on the product itself, and that's why I don't necessarily agree with their product chart for certain serums. Like the Gold Fountain MD serum sinks in very quickly, and if you have a lot of surface area on your face, that teeny tiny less than dime size amount of serum that they were showing you actually needed for your skin would have not been enough to cover your face. If you have more surface area for your skin, you know, that product absorbs really quickly, or, you know, just with where you plan on ultimately putting it. I didn't find that it was enough for me personally. I mean, maybe I could have made it stretch a little bit more, but it absorbed so quickly into my skin that I needed to use a little bit more than what they were telling me to use. Now, do I think it's a fabulous product? Yeah, I mean, I think they gave me a great product. Gold Fountain MD products are expensive, so it was nice to get that product in there. They also sent me 2 of these No BS day and night hyaluronic creams. So I thought that was really interesting. And they said, well, we sent you 2 of those creams because we're hoping that you use more of the cream. You just put a little bit of the serum on and then use a little bit more cream. So these are 2 fluid ounces each. I love the way these open up, by the way. I mean, do you see that? It's so cute. I do think No BS Skincare is actually a great brand. So this is 2 fluid ounces of product. I like this product. I think that this is a very nice product. It is fairly moisturizing since I wear so much moisturizer on my face, and I already put in a lot of hydrating products. When I first did this, my skin was like a little dry because I just try to stick to the 3 products that they gave me, and I was like, oh, I feel a little dry. So I incorporated some additional stuff that I had. Now, my overall skincare results, I mean, they were good. I wouldn't say that I had gotten like fabulous results from anything because it is still over the counter, you know? And some of the dark spot treatment stuff, that actually takes a long time to figure out what's going to work for you. Like I only recently figured out that tranexamic acid is the thing that's like gold for me with dark spots. I've used other treatments before and they just kind of like work here and there. So, you know, that's a complication, so I don't knock them for that. And I do think that it was nice that they sent me 2 of these. You know, that was definitely more than enough to last me for those two months and a week. Look, I think that they're great, and I think that you should 100% give them a try. I absolutely would. I think that the people who work there are really, really receptive and really nice. The advisor that I worked with was fabulous. I thought she was really in tune and just really understanding about everything that, you know, I was hoping to accomplish. And if I had any suggestions or feedback for her, she took it all. She was very happy to get it. So that made me a lot more comfortable working with her. But ultimately for me, the only reason, and I stress, the only reason that I stopped using them is because I just have a lot of skincare. And as someone that does this already, I just found that this was a bit too much for me. I just don't have transitioning skin right now, and I don't necessarily need to go through a process of figuring out what's going to work great for me because I kind of already know. And I do like product discovery. I love product discovery. But I feel like I can get that much cheaper in other boxes, like with Ipsy and Boxy, Allure, even FabFitFun and Birchbox. So that was the only reason that I didn't stick around with them. But would I do this again? And the answer is yes. Their goals and what they do aligns with me. I like one of their tenets in specific, and they believe in this interval training. So they don't try to send you the exact same products every single quarter, because you know your skin gets used to something and that's kind of boring. But they send you to different products for you to try out, and as your skin changes and evolves, they send you new and different products to help you with your problem areas. Now, I do think that they're trying to tackle on just way too much with 3 products for all the skincare issues people have, like fine lines, pores, oil, you know, moisture levels. All those things are, you know, like 3 products to tackle them, and one of them being a cleanser. That's a lot. You know, it's kind of like you're setting yourself up for failure, because basically you only have 2 active products, one of them a moisturizer, one of them a serum, and they're over-the-counter products. I just don't see them tackling all those issues for people. So I don't know, those are my thoughts on FaceGenius. Like I said, overall, I think they're great. I only, you know, cancel them because I have a ton of stuff and I can get product discovery a little bit cheaper elsewhere. But I do think that the service they offer is really interesting. I do think that this little tool is very interesting and has a lot of promise. I do know that they have been in talks with Sephora in the US about using their skin scanning tools in Sephora. So I do think that's a huge benefit. As that tool gets better and they get more information and more people try it out, I think that these personal tools will be even better. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you have done skincare tech? Would you have utilized a service like this where you're, you know, you're figuring out your skincare and what you need and getting products that are somewhat tailored towards you? But you let me know. Do you like this, or are you kind of like, not for me? As always, I do these videos because I'm trying to get better at public speaking. I am not a natural here at all. So, you know, every kind word, every like, every subscribe, all of it is super meaningful for me. I hope that I'm giving you quality content, and my content's getting better with time. But I'd love to hear from you. I want to continue hearing from you. And I really hope that you're having a fabulous, fabulous day, if that's when you're watching this, or a calm and relaxing night. And I hope you stay tuned, guys. I hope to see you soon. Bye.